Hey everyone, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy and it's time to do a collage. Let's see what we have in store for today. Alright, let me pull these out. I know what's in store. You guys may not. Okay, so let's do a quick flip through of the ones that I've done so far. This was obviously week 1, so this was something a little bit magical. We've got our unicorn and various other things. I had a hard time with this one, I'll be completely honest. It was not my best, but I made it through, and that's what's important. Week 2 was kind of a woodland, ended up being more of a woodland theme, with a really pretty Tim Holtz papers in the background, John Darien sticker book, yeah, various other things. This is actually someone's handwriting in pencil, of all things, if you can believe it. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. This might be my favorite so far. My favorite color, always has been. I just really love it. It's very bright and springy looking. And then this was 2 weeks ago. What is that bump? Oh, I think that's that. Okay. 2 weeks ago. This one was a little bit more of a roller coaster. I wasn't sure where it was headed. But in the end, we ended up not too bad. So there's that one. And then here is last week's. Again, a little bit of a roller coaster. But in the end, I would say a very unique spread. Doesn't seem very collaged to me, but that's okay. Not every week I don't think is gonna be the same, and that's what keeps it interesting, if you ask me. So okay, for today we've got this for our assignment. It says, pick a room in a home, real or imagined, find at least 3 images of things that could go in this room and create a collage with them. So and I'm a little bit sad because okay, next week might be a little more interesting with the background. But I kind of really love that back of that page. We got some mushrooms shining through there. Okay, so I've prepared some fun things. I'm just going to start showing them to you. I don't know if I can get them all into the collage. Actually, I pretty much know that I can't. But you might recognize a theme at some point. I had fun looking through magazines, and I have some pretty great magazines to look through. So I'm a little bit spoiled as far as that goes. Do you see a theme? Have you figured out what room I'm decorating yet? So I don't know, maybe you have. These all came from, well, 2 different magazines, but the same actual magazine. So I might be cheating just a tad. This is very bold. I do have something from one other thing. So this is that John Darien sticker book. And these are fantastic. So I think what I want to do is, I've got a couple of favorites. I definitely want to incorporate some of this. I don't know how much of it. Maybe that much. I love this, but see, I've got 2 real big things, but those 2 could be my background. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how I want to handle this. I could just do this and it would be great. This could just sit over here. But my intention, and obviously I've got a lot of books. I'm doing my craft room, or my ideal craft room, maybe. Although I don't know if I'd say that this was in my ideal craft room. I would say there would be a nice cozy chair, which I already have in my craft room. I would show you right now, but the state of my craft room is not showable at the moment. But there needs to be a comfy chair in my craft room, which that needs to happen. Don't really care so much about the clock, even though that's the main part of this, but there's thread, music, flowers. I mean, if you wanted a junk journaler's craft room, I think this might sum it up. Cabinets, books, bits and pieces, more books, a few more books, maybe some books, a chair with a stack of books. These are extra. I don't know if I'll put these in, but I thought they were kind of cool. They were parts of some of this other, I think from this page maybe, or this page actually. So, and then we've got this other really cool cabinet with that. I mean, yeah, I want that cabinet. It's really cool. Okay, so where was I going with that? I was thinking maybe if I could stick one or both of these, or two larger pictures down, and then kind of collage over the top of them, so that you could still see kind of what was happening. I feel like this one needs kind of, and definitely this one, and definitely this one, and probably also this one. So this one I don't care as much about, but yeah, okay, so I have to make some decisions. I wish this was smaller, but it's not. So we will use this one. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start gluing and folding and gluing. And we'll get what we get. How's that sound? Okay, so let's find some glue. Let's see. This one was giving me trouble earlier today. I don't know if I'll stick with it, but yep, let's get going. And we'll see what we come up with at the end. But yeah, it's been a fun day of working in the craft room today for me anyway. And so I did the third challenge, which I put out. I'm doing this Sunday. It's Sunday night at the moment. Actually, it's kind of late in the day for me to be doing this. But I did the Crazy Craft Challenge, filmed that this morning, this morning. And put that out this evening on my channel. Didn't get it out as early as I had planned. I might have to go on to 2 pages. I just realized I don't want to cover that thread, so let's tear that, or fold this back. Okay, so I'm going to trim this. What was I saying? Crazy Craft Challenge, third one. So I filmed it, and then had my aunt was gonna help me with something, and so I went to visit her today after filming it, and ended up staying at her house and chatting with her, and a little bit with my uncle too, but he was busy doing other things, but for like 3 hours, so that was really nice. It was a nice little catch up with them, and it's like they live in the same town as me, so it's not like I couldn't go over there all the time or often and see them. If I wanted to, I definitely could do that. It's just, life gets in the way and we get busy. And let's see, would you know that it's a chair? I think you would. I think it's gonna be fine. Let's see. How tall is this page? Let me measure it the other direction. Okay, 8.5. So if I did 8 1/4. Oh, that's not as tall as I want. Okay. Well, I'm going to get rid of some of the top part How about there? And then 8 1/4. That'll be good. You can at least see a little bit better. Okay. And now that I've moved the whole thing, we'll just guesstimate about there. So yeah, filming the challenge this week, I don't want to say struggling, but oh, that's kind of cool. Well, we'll save that for something. And the back side looks like a van of some kind. I don't want to say I was struggling, but I was a little bit struggling with the challenge this week for no reason. The challenge was just fine. It was just me. I feel like, I don't know. I was just having a hard time figuring out well, I know exactly what my problem was. I was filming for a long time. I had about 3 hours of filming time that I needed to edit down, and that was difficult. That is one of the most difficult things about doing these videos. I understand that sometimes the videos can get long, and I even don't care to watch videos too much longer than an hour, depending on who it is and what it is. But it can be a bit much after a while, you know, and I was trying to avoid that situation, and so I was kind of in my head about that the whole time. So trying to film it in a way that I knew I could edit it in a way that would shorten it quite a bit. But yeah, I talked too much at the beginning. I need to, sometimes I do that. That just sometimes happens. So that's all part of learning and growing and being better. I know that, but you know. Okay, so we've got the cabinet here. Do we want our cabinet there? And then we could have our buttons and things here. Well, I'm really covering up the clock now. Let's see. I didn't want to cover all of the... I could get rid of some of this. Let's take this down just a notch here. We don't need all the extras on top. It's more about the actual cabinet than the stuff on top of the cabinet. Okay. And actually we could take some of this off, and I think you would still know what it is. Okay. Put that there. Let's see. This could go here. Well, I'm quickly running out of room. I figured that was going to happen. We've got our books here. This would move over here maybe. Let's see if I've snuck that. I don't really want to cover all the thread there. Okay, so I could do, yeah, that's just covering all the books now. Okay, all right. Don't need this entire picture, but it is awfully cool. loved this. Do you even know what this is anymore? No, this is covering all the best parts. Let's see. Okay, maybe this sits up here like that, or we trim it to about there. Because what I like the most is the green and the light coming in, and then obviously the stack of books. So trim that there. How about like that? Did I just paint myself into a corner? I'm trying not to cover up all these pretty flowers. So in order not to cover up all the pretty flowers, I'm trying to avoid that. Let's see. We can make this work. It just needs just a second. I also kind of want to cover up what's happening down here with the mushrooms from last week's collage. Okay, so this could, of the clock, I like this part of it the most. So I don't necessarily want to cover all of that. Well, who says we couldn't? Okay, we'll get there. Maybe this sits up here, covering that. Let's see. I think I had it best down here with this. And then this down here like that. And then I'm just going to fold this and see what it might look like. Can always unfold it. Put that up there like so, or this down here. And this up here. Randomly floating in the middle of the page. Okay. And then this comes back over here. With our chair sitting down here. Did I just do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did double the amount. More books? Yes or no? No. Okay. These are pretty awesome books too. You know, I could do 2-page. Oh, I almost forgot. There's these awesome stickers. Okay. I'm going to glue this down before I lose it. Oh, I need to figure out how to put this on here somewhere. Maybe it'll stick back behind that. Maybe I'll turn this into a tuck spot. Be an awfully tight tuck spot. Well, I'll figure that out. Okay. I'm starting to wonder if I should just try not, or avoid having the collage prompts on the page of collage, because it's kind of starting to not be helpful to try and do that. Alright, so there's that. It's kind of a shame to cover up that pretty picture, but I made sure and kept most of that other page for something else. If not just to look at when I flip through the magazine, which I do every now and then because it's such a pretty magazine. Okay, so tear this, and we'll save this for something else, because why wouldn't I? Alright, so then this, let's tear off the bottom of this. Okay, that'll work better. So there's that piece, and then this can sit right on top. Just hoping I've been in frame this whole time. I love this pop of brightness down here. It's so pretty. Okay, this should be dry, so stick this in. Okay, now we have these swatches, and these are stickers, and what I don't like is, so like this little one color is a sticker, so you miss a lot of the words. I don't know why they did it that way, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Or like this one, this part is not a sticker, the sticker is right there. Like, really? Or you're missing those words because the sticker is this. Okay, so stop complaining. So I'm thinking either obviously up here would be a good spot, or up here. So let's find, and I don't have to use those stickers like that. I could take this whole page out and use the whole page, but as you can see, this is already kind of, yeah, I'm really, I'm very annoyed because the sticker line is right here. So you're missing all of that wonderful text. I don't know why they did it that way. Such a bummer. Okay, well, we've got pretty purples and pinks here. So let me pull this one off. I'll use this one. We could put that over here. We could put that here. I think over here would be better. It's not really our color palette completely, but it could totally work for one. this. Whoops, moved on me. Okay, color palette number 1. Oh, I love this. This is so fun. Okay, and then I'm wondering, I like the word beauty here. Let me just take that word and see what we can do with that. Stick that there. I like this too. Okay, so I'm going to stick this there. So it's got a little bit more contrast and something else happening over here. It's kind of like a vision board for my craft room right here. I didn't know I was very French, antique French, but that's kind of what it's looking like. Okay. French farmhouse, is that what this is? Let's put that there. Okay. I'm wondering, is there room for this? No, there really is not. Unless I stuck it there, which this doesn't mean much to me at all, so I'm not going to try and force that. That's more of those books. The only other thing I would do would be maybe another swatch palette, which could be this one here. Let's see. Yeah. Boy, I sure did that on accident, but it works. We've got 2 palettes that are pretty darn close to, I mean, I chose pictures that are pretty close to those 2 palettes there. Okay, well, I think that's it, guys. This was fun. Another bright and cheerful collage this week, guys. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.